Every story about changing the world starts somewhere ordinary. This one starts in Pretoria, South Africa. A quiet suburb, a modest house, a kid who thought too much from day one. Elon Musk read encyclopedias for fun. At 9, he saw a computer and became obsessed. The manual said, 6 months to learn. He did it in 3 days. By 12, he built a video game, sold it to a magazine, and made his first $500. School bullied him badly, physically at times, but isolation turned him inward. And inward is where he built everything. At 17, the government handed him a military conscription notice. He bought a one-way ticket to Canada instead. One backpack, almost no money, a country where he knew almost no one. He worked lumber mills and farm jobs just to eat, got himself into university through sheer stubbornness, studied economics and physics simultaneously, and eventually landed a PhD offer at Stanford. He lasted 2 days. He looked at the early internet and understood immediately. This is the biggest thing that has ever happened, and nobody is building what actually matters yet. He walked out mid-seminar, called his brother Kimball, and said, "I'm building something, get here." They had $2,000, an office they also slept in, and a company called Zip2, city directories on the internet. They showered at the YMCA, pitched newspaper editors who'd never heard of the web, and got rejected constantly. Then the New York Times signed on, then Knight Ridder. Suddenly the company nobody believed in was powering some of the biggest media brands in America. The board pushed him out as CEO of his own company. He filed the lesson away and kept going. In 1999, Compaq bought Zip2 for $300 million. Elon was 27. He immediately put $10 million into an internet bank called X.com, which grew explosively, merged with a startup called Confinity, and became PayPal. Then his own board fired him while he was on his honeymoon. He processed it, moved on, flew to Russia to buy rockets for a Mars mission. The Russians laughed at him. On the flight home, he opened a spreadsheet and calculated what it would cost to build his own. When eBay bought PayPal for $1.5 billion in 2002, Elon took his share and launched 2 companies at once, SpaceX and Tesla. The rocket nobody thought could fly, and the electric car nobody thought anyone wanted. 2 enormous bets. Everything on the table. SpaceX started in a warehouse. No contracts, no partners, just engineers who believed a startup could do what governments had spent billions failing at. Tesla set out to make an electric car so good it would make gasoline feel embarrassing. The first Falcon 1 launch exploded after 33 seconds. He walked into the control room and told his team, "We are not done." Attempt 2 failed. Attempt 3 failed. By late 2008, the money was almost gone. Both companies collapsing simultaneously, his marriage ending, borrowing from friends just to pay rent. He split his last reserves between SpaceX and Tesla and hoped something would break his way. The 28th of September, 2008. 4th attempt. The last one they could afford. Everyone in that room knew it. The rocket left the pad and kept going. Past 33 seconds. Stage separation, clean. Orbit confirmed. The room erupted. Engineers wept. Elon stood with his face in his hands and let himself feel every year it had taken to get there. NASA handed SpaceX a $1.6 billion contract weeks later. Tesla's emergency funding closed on Christmas Eve with hours to spare. Both companies survived and then thrived. Tesla became the most valuable car company on Earth. SpaceX landed rocket boosters on drone ships in the middle of the ocean. Things that had seemed impossible 5 years earlier, done routinely. In 2018, 18 words on Twitter triggered an SEC fraud charge and a $20 million personal fine. He settled and had the most productive stretch of his career. In 2022, he bought Twitter for $44 billion, renamed it X, and broke it and grew it at the same time. In 2024, SpaceX caught a 20-story rocket booster mid-air with mechanical arms on the first try. Months later, Elon Musk became the first person in history to reach $400 billion in net worth. He found out on his phone, put it face down, went back to work. The electric car industry, built from nothing. Private spaceflight, resurrected. Reusable rockets, normalized. And the cost was real. People burned out. Promises ran late. The pressure wasn't survivable for everyone. Both things are true. Neither cancels the other. People who've worked with him for years say he hasn't changed since he was 12. Same hunger, same refusal, same question underneath everything. Why haven't we gone further yet? Starship hasn't reached Mars. The window, he says, isn't infinite. From a bedroom in Pretoria to here. What could you build if you refused to stop?